And I did not mute it either. Welcome to Ken's Pepper Show. Having a couple of difficulties this afternoon, but I think we're rolling now. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Linda. Welcome to the show. Hi, Michelle. I hate rushing around. I always forget to do stuff. Happy Mardi Gras. I didn't know today was Mardi Gras. Ellie's already wondering who I'm talking to. Hello, Mariah. Welcome to Ken's Pepper Show. All right. Don't forget to put hashtag pepper, do some prizes to end the show. Just waiting a few more people come on and we'll get started. Julia Peacock, welcome. First time on the show. You'll have to go back and watch the others that are recorded. You can find the link in the Facebook group, or you can go to my YouTube channel, which is Forgotten Heirlooms, and you can watch all the other two shows. This is show number 3. Hi, Gayla. Rebecca, Eva. All right. Should we start the show? Wait a few more minutes? What do you think? While we're doing the show, I want you got homework to this time. I want you guys to think of what other tricks and tips I can do a show on. I'm kind of I'm running out of ideas until springtime planning time gets here. So feel free to let me know what you guys want to see besides pepper varieties. We'll always do pepper varieties. All right. If you're joining us on YouTube, most of us belong to a Facebook group called Pepper Lovers and Collectives and Swap. Hi, Tiffany. It's just a drama-free pepper group. Hi, Aaron. It's just everything we love about peppers. Sharing peppers, sharing recipes. We have some games. We don't allow seed asking in the group, but we have a seed seeking Saturday that you can request seeds for, or you can trade for. Sorry, I'm going to see who this is. All right. We also have Mini Dwarf Monday. You can look for Mini Dwarf peppers there. And we have a couple other games, show me your stamps, stuff like that. So it's a cool group to join if you haven't already joined. And again, very drama free. Well, Tiffany, we're happy that you are here. Tanya Townhouse Garden, welcome to the show. I think I said before, it's very hard to control these comments. course, I get on the show, my kids start texting me. All right. I thought we would take a step back. Hello, Michael, and talk about humidity domes. I kind of got sidetracked last week. Last week we did a show. See what we can do, Tanya. Last week we did a show about starting peppers from seeds. I thought we'd continue that. We got to the point of where we planted our seeds. Now that they come up, what do we do with them? And I left out some information about the humidity domes uh, because I had that water spill. I got sidetracked. So once you put your seeds on the heat mat with the humidity dome, when do you take them off? When do you take the dome off? Uh, I take the dome off as soon as they sprout. And again, everything I show you in this show is just my way of doing things. It's not the only way, might not be the correct way. Uh, it's just the way it works for me. So that's what I'm going to show you. And yes, these are tomato seedlings. I didn't take a picture of pepper seedlings. Hi, Christy. Welcome to the show. Uh, it might get noisy. Mom just came home and Ellie's barking. So I take the dome off as soon as I see seedlings sprouting. Now, they don't all have to be sprouted, uh, but I take it off as soon as I see the seedling sprout. And then I put it right back on top of the heat mat. June Wayne's here. So yeah, I put it right back onto the seed mat. And yes, Tanya, thank you. Hit the thumbs up on the YouTube page, please. So I place them back on the seed mat, and I leave them there for, I don't know, a couple more days, and then I move them off the seed mat. Boy, I can't even read my own slides. So I take them off the seed mat. Now these are pepper seedlings, and I put them under lights until I think they're ready to be uppotted. These are a little young yet to be uppotted. They just now have their first true leaves, so they're still young for that. Don't forget hashtag pepper. See, my screen's much smaller than yours. I have a hard time reading these. I thought I would remember what I wrote. So once you take the humidity dome off, you want to make sure your seedlings are under lights. That gray black bar across the top of the screen there is my actual light. So you want the lights to be right on top of seedlings, but yet not so close that they can get burnt. So I usually stick my hand between the seedlings and the light. If my hand's hot or warm, then the seedlings are hot or warm. You don't want the light too far away, or else the seedlings will get leggy. So you get the opposite effect. How many true leaves? Hi, Kayla. Uh, recommend before uppotting. I wait until they get 2 true leaves. I just did some. These have 2 true leaves. You see them bad boys? Of course, let's go backwards. Always forget that. I just did these yesterday. Yesterday. Amy from Minnesota, hello. All right. So yeah, once you take the dome off, leave them on the mat for a couple more days. If you think they're all germinated, you can move them off the mat. Uh, Sometimes the moving off the mat and just putting them under the lights, the temperature differentiation, makes them grow again too. So you'll be surprised if you come back and there's more seedlings up than you didn't know there was. And don't pay attention to my house plants. Kayla, that's that Vicks plant on the left front there that you were asking about. And yes, I'm bringing one to the May plant show. So this is my tomato seedlings again. I took them off the seed mat. Or I'm sorry, I took the dome off and left them on the seed mat, and a few more came up. So you can see what just taking the dome off. The dome just keeps humidity in there and keeps the soil moist. So I mean, you can grow without a dome. You don't have to have it on there all the time. I'll even take a peek during the day, and if the soil looks too wet, I'll take the dome off during the daytime just to let the soil dry out a little bit. Boy, I'm having problems talking today. Okay. So what do you need to pot up these babies? A solid 10-20 tray. Make sure it doesn't have holes in the bottom of it. That's very important when you go to water. uh, you need some sort of pot. For some reason, for the show, I chose these little 3.5-inch pots. I'll show you what I normally use. I don't know why I chose these little ones for the show. I usually use these. They're a 3.5-inch pot, but they're deep compared to the other ones. Probably double the deepness of these. Get these at Greenhouse Megastore. They're pretty inexpensive. When I pot up, most of my plants stay in these because I have a plant sale in May, and this is what I sell out of. Uh, I sell right out of this pot. I think I sell what I sell these for $3 a piece, or 3 for $10, something like that, or $4 a piece, 3 for $10, something like that. Excuse me. I also use these from Bootstrap Farmer. Quite more expensive, but they will last forever and ever and ever. I don't sell my plants out of these, obviously, but uh, they're just a nice little pot. I think they're 3x3 instead of 3x5. How thin are those pots? They're pretty thick. Whoops. They're pretty thick. I think I have one. Hang on. Can you see that? They're, I don't know how thick they are. They're pretty stiff. I mean, if you step on them, they're going to crush, obviously, but they're not as strong as the Bootstrap Farmer ones. And here's the. Can you see the size difference? This is a variegated plant, by the way. This is Dreamcatcher White. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about measuring how thick they are, but they're pretty sturdy. They're a lot sturdier than some I've used. Some of them, they're kind of like material of the six packs, and they crush really easily. These don't do that. Kayla, yay for the Vicks plants. You can use any pot you want, really. Uh, I used to use solo cups. 1801, is that what they're called? I don't remember. I just Google, the pot I need. You can always use solo cups, available at Walmart, Dollar General. There's nothing wrong with using those, and it's a really inexpensive way. I used to use a ton of these. I used to buy them by the hundreds. uh, Hello, Irene. They do. They do crumble easily in the sun. Um, if you do use solo cups, don't forget to drill holes in the bottom. I usually take a whole stack with a drill and a drill bit and just drill a hole right down the center of a whole stack. Or you can use a hot knife, hot nail, something like that to put holes in them. Uh, and that lasted a while. They would. I would have some break every year, but for the most part, they lasted a long time. So you don't have to spend a lot of money in this hobby because it's expensive enough. If you're just joining us, don't forget about hashtag peppers for prizes. Am I going too fast? All right, soil. I use Fox Farm. I usually mostly use Happy Frog, which is the brown bag. But if no Happy Frogs around, I use Ocean Forest. Hi, sweetie. She didn't hear me. I use Ocean Forest as well. Sometimes the tomato plants. That's a good tip, Tiffany. Using the tip of a glue gun, poke holes in the solo cups. Sometimes tomato plants can think the ocean forest is a little spicy or hot, but the peppers seem to love it. So, uh, and then you could use Miracle Grow if you want. Um, I'll get on my soapbox for a minute. I don't like Miracle Grow because of the company that makes it. Miracle Grow is owned by Monsanto. Hi, Kim. Listening while potting up before bed. Miracle Grow is made by Monsanto. Monsanto is the maker of Roundup. Uh, I'm sure you all know what Roundup is. The parent company of Monsanto is Bayer, just like the aspirin. And Bayer buys up all the seeds to other seed companies, and they make it where you can't buy seeds anymore. And that's what we're trying to avoid. So that's my soapbox for Miracle Grow. There's nothing wrong with it. I've had good luck, bad luck with it in the past. I just don't use it anymore. I don't like the company who owns it. Do I pinch my peppers? Now you're going to start a war. I do not pinch my peppers or top them off, pinch them, what have you. I do not. I let them do what they want to do. Um, that's just the way I do it. A lot of people swear by it. It makes them fuller, makes them grow bushier. A lot of people argue against that. I'm not one way or the other. I just don't do it. And I hadn't really done a side by side comparison. So yeah, those are the soils I use. Uh, what else on soil? You can use any soil you want. I've just last week I went over Pro Mix. I've left my plants in Pro Mix. If I'm going to sell them to the public, and why spend the extra money on the Pro Mix? Because each one of those bags of Pro Mix is or I'm sorry, of Happy Frog. And Ocean Forest is about $25 a piece. So if I'm selling to the public, I'll sometimes just leave it in the Pro Mix. So why spend the extra money? All right. So what I do is I take some soil and I fill up my pot halfway. And I use my fingers and smush it down, get all the air out of it. And that's how I fill my pots. Sorry, some of this might be redundant. I was just trying to make it the show last a while. It's my little digger. And I'll explain to you what I do with that in a minute. I get the seedlings out of the 6 packs or the 12 packs with that. Instead of pulling by the stem, uh, instead of pulling by the stem, I try to get this little digger underneath all the roots and pop them out. And I'll show you how I do that. Linda wants to know what Pro Mix I use. Linda, I use a Pro Mix that's black and blue bag, or the red bag. It's like a red pink bag, but you don't get as much as the black and blue bag. I mean, you can use any of the Pro Mixes. There's nothing wrong with any of the Pro Mix. I just the HP one is really ridiculously expensive, and you're paying for the micro fungi in it that you really don't need for seedlings. So that's why I suggest the blue and black bag. It's expensive as it is. It's like $30 a bag. No one ever said this hobby was cheap. All right. Valerie's here. Hi, Valerie. All right. So that's my little digger. You can use anything, something that you can get into the cell and just uh, pop up the seedlings. All right. That's it for the supplies. Don't forget the plants. All right. On the pot up, someone asked me earlier how many leaves they have when you pot up. So the picture on the left is a little too early. They don't. They only have their first. Hey, Deb. They only have their first true leaves. And then the picture I just showed you on the right are probably a little overdue. They have way more than two true leaves, two sets of true leaves. So somewhere in between these is when I pot up. And there's nothing wrong with leaving them the way I have them on the right. Uh, some people say they'll get stunted. I don't know. Yeah. I pot up when I have time, not when the plant needs it. Does that make sense? All right, there's my digger in action, right? Yeah. So the picture on the left, I take that little digger tool, horseshoe, horse horn, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Dorothy's here. And I jab it in the cell between the sidewall and the root ball itself. And then with like a prying motion, I don't know, like a get down there and hook it and give it a wiggle, the whole root ball should pop out. As you can see, I start many seedlings in one cell. You can start one seedling. This is the way I do it. Um, I get wild and crazy, especially when for my plant. If I'm doing plants for a plant sale, you know, I need 72 plants for my plant sale. I'm not going to sit there and do one seed per cell. Grow, cook, eat or repeat. I'm not sure who that is, but hello. All right. It helps too if you water the day before. You get the soil nice and moist, and that fruit ball come out in one big clump like that. If your seedlings are dry, when you pull that out, the seedlings will just kind of fall apart. So one way or the other, they have to come out. All right. So what I do is I take on the left side there. I think I did a live demonstration last week. I think Kayla was asking me how hard is it to pull apart the pepper plants. It's not that hard. Um, what I usually do when I have a group like that, like the picture on the left was 4 plants, all in that one cell. So I'll grab two at a time and just kind of pull them apart. I don't rip them, but just kind of tear them. And they usually come apart like that. And then once you kind of get that root ball broke open, then they should come out individually by I set the root ball down because I have two now, and I take the other two and slowly rip them apart. And that's how I got the 4 on the right. Here, I'll do another demonstration. Seedlings are pretty tough. Can you see that? Sorry, I'm on a laptop, so you can see how I just pop them out. I'm trying to do this without getting dirt all over my. These are New Mex or Earth Day. So this is ready to be potted up. You can see that they have one, two, maybe three true sets of true leaves on them. So what I do, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 plants in here. Hang on, I'll get it over here. So what I do is just slowly rip them apart. Okay, now I have 3 plants. And they're pretty loosey-goosey. See, one just came off of my hand. And they're pretty tough. If you rip them apart and there's only a couple roots on there, you're fine. You don't get, too scared about it. So that's how I rip them apart. Now I have to puff these up when the show is over or they'll die. Hang on, let me clean up my mess. So yeah, the seedlings are pretty strong. You don't have to baby them too bad. Especially tomatoes. Tomatoes are really hardy. They could have one tiny little root on them, and you throw them in soil, and they'll come back no problem. All right. Come on, close my Facebook. Could not find it again, so I switched to YouTube. Valerie's back. Even myself want to work. Oh yeah, yes I am. All right. Does that help with getting the seedlings apart? Like I said, they're really tough. You can't mess them up. I mean, you can't mess them up if there's like no roots left, but they're pretty hardy. All right. So now I just plop those seedlings in the half-filled pots. When I'm doing a bunch, I set up an assembly line. I can fit 18 of these pots in a seed tray, so I will half fill 18 pots at a time, and then go to town and filling up the seed, tearing apart the seedlings and putting them in the pots. Hi, David. How are you? Welcome to the show. Uh, Thanks, you, Valerie. Thank you, Valerie. I think these were overdue for potting. um, so yeah, that's what I do if I'm doing a whole bunch of them. I set up an assembly line; it goes a lot faster. I also, when I'm out in the hoop house doing this with the greenhouse, I don't use solid trays. I use trays with holes in them because I water with the hose, and who cares if water runs out in the hoop house on the floor? It's gravel. So if you're joining us, make sure you hit hashtag pepper for Prizes. All right. Any questions so far? Again, this is just what I do. You know, if you have a better system, do you? You know. All right. So this is my bucket of dirt in my grow room here. So I just take the seedling, I hold it by the stem, and I just use my other hand and backfill the seedling. And that's what it looks like when I'm done. I take my fingers and smush the soil down around it so it stands up in the middle. I try not to fill it to the top. I leave room to do some watering. Uh, yeah, if you fill up to the top, and the water runs out all over the floor and the tray and all that. So trust me from experience. Wow, there's 32 people watching the show today. Thank you, everyone. Looks like I got some dirt on my plant. No big deal. Just use your hands and flick it off. Yes, Dorothy. The computer is set up to. Oh, hang on. The computer is set up to recognize hashtag pepper singular PEPPER. I don't think it'll pick up with an S on it. So just hashtag pepper PEPPER. Yes, please don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, Tanya. So yeah, just give it a flick, and all that dirt will come off. Like I said, these guys are pretty robust. Take a lot to really hurt these guys. And that's a whole tray, all done with that tray. Important. Don't forget to move your tags. My rule is the pepper seedling does not get moved without a tag. You move one seedling, you move a tag. You move 12 seedlings, you move a tag or 12 tags. I didn't make all my tags for this yet, but my method of madness is the tag is in the back, the three pots in front are in the same row. So that's all one item, one variety, sorry. All right. Hello, Neil. So once you, let me go back one slide. Once you get done potting up, you want to give them a light watering because don't forget you watered them the day before. So they don't need that much water, but they need a little water. And then you put them up under lights. You need to get these under lights or also get leggy. My new tag maker is working awesome. I'll have to do a slide on that. I bought a new printer that makes tags. In May, I usually write a couple thousand tags by hand, and takes up a lot of time, and your hands cramp. And so I bought a new printer. I have to do a show on that. Um, so again, once you're done watering, put these bad boys on a shelf with some lights. If I can get the slide to work here. I think I showed this last week. So the blue, green, pink, and blue are all my pepper plants up there. Don't mind the house plants again. And I have two 5500 lumen lights up there, so they're pretty bright. So I can keep them pretty far from the seedlings. If your lights aren't that bright, excuse me, I have mine on chains, so if they weren't that bright, I would lower them down by half of that. Again, you want your light to be right above your seedlings, but again, not too close where they burn, but yet not too far away where they get leggy. So it all makes sense. All right. Hello, Roxy. All right. I have tried overwintering peppers, but every time I do, I kill them due to my heaters breaking in the hoop house, or I didn't uh, fuel my heater. So the ones I have, um, uh, we'll do a show on that at the end of the year because I have nothing to show right now how to do that overwintering peppers. But the overwintered peppers, you kind of trim off a lot of leaves. You just basically have these sticks with a few leaves, and you throw them somewhere where it won't freeze. And you give them a little bit of water here and now and then, not every week like you normally would a live plant. You just need enough water to keep them alive. And then uh, I never tried breaking dormancy. They come out of dormancy on their own, for me anyway. When I start seeing new green leaves, baby leaves on it, then I start watering a little more, and they kind of bring themselves out of dormancy. Does that make sense? Like I said, we'll have to do a show on that in the fall because I have nothing here now to show how to do dormancy. To use a bar meter, a par meter. I'm going to say no because I'm not sure what a par meter is. Is that how you measure the moisture in the soil? I never heard of that. I do not. I just look at the soil and I can tell if it's dry or not. I'm sure I have something dry in here. Something always needs watered. Hang on a second. There's Ellie Welly. You probably can be able to tell on these. Can you see how dry that is? If I blow on it, it'll like the desert. You know, you know. This one here is a little wetter. I don't know if you can see the difference or not. So when I see this, it's time to water. And like I said, something in here always needs watered. Seems like all I do is water. Tanya, we are getting that to that. You are cheating. Just messing. Yes. Have you ever been in your plant room and you see something flying on the corner of your eye? Like a little, sorry, I got dirt on my keyboard again. Like a little fruit fly. Oh, a bar meter measures light. Thank you, Mike. So, no, I have not used a par meter. I just do what I have, and it seems to work for me. Although I did have a couple of pepper seedlings die on me. I don't know what's going on with those. I gave them a shot of water, thinking maybe they're too dried out, but I don't know. Anyway, this little flies flying around are fungus gnats. They're not harmful. They multiply like bunnies, though. So once you have them, you're going to have a lot of them. It's mostly caused by watering from the surface, watering from top. To get rid of them, you can use a couple things. As was it Tanya mentioned, mosquito bites. Uh, I don't have much luck with mosquito bites, but uh, you can try them. What you're supposed to do is put them in a cheesecloth or something, soak them, and then take them out. And once you're done soaking them, you use the mosquito bite water to water your plants, and that is supposed to kill the fungus gnats. Excuse me. What I use are these yellow sticky traps. Oh, the mosquito bites you can get at Walmart, Dollar. I'm not sure Dollar General has it, but Lowe's, Home Depot, stuff like that. Um, what I use are these yellow sticky traps. You can get the pretty fancy ones, or you can get sheets of them. I usually just get the sheets of them and cut the sheets up. I lay them on the soil, or I even punch a hole in them and hang them up. I think I took a picture. Yeah, this is what I do. They usually come with like a piece of paper on both sides because they are sticky. So I cut them to shape, peel the paper off, lay them down, or I'll hang them up, like I said. And then after they get nice and yucky and full of bugs, I will peel the other side off and turn them over, peel the other side off, and lay them back down. That's the best way I know how to control fungus gnats. It works pretty well. Like I said, I just chop them up. I don't know if I have a full sheet laying around here. I had them out for this presentation. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, I cut them up. They're not full sheets no more. But they're, yeah, that was about that big. So, okay. Oh, some folks put a layer of sand on top of their soil. Uh, I have never tried it. Uh, I've just seen it done, or said to be done. But again, the way you get fungus gnats is by watering from the top, watering the soil. What I normally do is I'll take a pot out. You can see the top left corner there. There's a pot missing, and I'll pour some water into the tray. That's why another reason why I use solid trays. Kim says putting a layer of vermiculite, perlite sand, Kuka top of help, soil helps stop the gnats. I have not tried any of those, but those are good suggestions. Again, the same purpose. You're covering up the soil so they can't get to it. I just use the bottom watering method. So what I'll do is I'll fill the tray about quarter of the way up, go do something else. I come back. If all the water's gone, I'll fill it up quarter of the way again. I keep doing that until the water's all gone. Um, but if you happen to put too much water, you come back and there's water sitting in there, then you need to drain that water off, which can be a pain in the butt. You just have to take the plants out and tip your tray over and put the plants back. But that helps stop the fungus gnats as well. I have never seen the sticky traps in blue. I'm sure it's the same effect. I thought the fungus gnats were drawn to the yellow, or maybe it's whatever they pheromone on the glue. I don't know. But I always thought it was the yellow. Okay. Again, don't forget hashtag pepper. Win some prizes. Well, that's it on my slideshow. A few minutes early, but what do you guys think? Questions, comments? I'm crazy for doing all this. Kim says she used fungus gnat nematodes. Get back up here. Hang on. So the nematodes eat the eggs? Where'd it go? Hang on. There we go. She used fungus gnat nematodes one year when it was bad. It worked really well. Well, there you go. We'll have to try that too. And Dorothy's looking up what the blue sticky traps are for. Yellow full sticky sheets. Yep, that's what I use. I just chop them up in smaller pieces so I can lay them on the soil. Oh, blue for thripes and leaf miners. I'll have to remember that because I had thripes in the greenhouse. That sucked. Valerie, yes. I love me some mutants. See if I can get a bigger one. Hang on. Hang on. Got to trip over Ellie. I think I've shown these every pepper show I've done. This is a mutant pepper plant. It's got, they're called filiform leaves. They kind of look like, let's see if I can line all this up. Kind of look like pine noodle leaves. This one's got green leaves. This one's a little darker. Can you see that? Most of them put out little pointed or rounded peppers, maybe 2 inches big. They're just kind of a unique cool factor plant. I mean, I'm sure you could eat them, eat the peppers. Most are hot, um, but again, they're not really big. It'd take a whole mess of them to do anything with them. Y'all want to say hi to Ellie? She wants to know why I'm not feeding her. It's where's she at? There she is. Say hi to Ellie. 4:30, 5 o'clock's her supper time. So she's calling me, wanting to know where her supper is. All right. Valerie. Hi, Ellie. Oh, you like my shirt? I am a smart ass. Replay crew. All right. Are you guys ready to see some cool pepper varieties? That was the end of my slideshow of tips and tricks. Again, if you guys have any, sorry, just trying to get the, you guys have any suggestions for tips and tricks, let me know. Sure show. You know, we can do it on anything as long as it concerns peppers. All right, let me see. Valerie, remember how to do this without losing you guys or losing me. Mm-hmm. All right, I need to put this to sleep, and that's already up, so we're good there. All right, True Love seeds, not to be confused with True Leaf seeds. Not really sure. Hang on. Not sure what I did here. Hang on. I'll stop. I'll feed you in a minute. All right. Not sure how I came across this website, but they had some pretty cool peppers. Uh, can you see that? All right. It's a farm-based seed company offering culturally important open pollinated vegetable, herb, and flower seeds. Their seeds are grown by more than 50 small-scale urban and rural farms committed to community food sovereignty, cultural preservation, and sustainable agriculture. We share our profits directly with other growers, our growers. 30% each sale goes back to the farmer who grew it. So that's kind of cool, huh? So I'm not sure how I came across them. I think I was looking for, oh yeah, I was looking for AG Amarillo for a friend on Google, and this just popped up. So I said, why not? All in the name of research, right? I can't see your comments while I'm on the screen. I'll switch back and forth, so bear with me for a minute. AG Amarillo. It's one I was looking for a friend. It's a cool, neat little pepper. Hang on, my screen's in the way. Today to the Andes, to the Andes, Bolivia and Peru has been called the most important ingredient in Peruvian cuisine, cornerstone to many essential traditional dishes. It looks quite yummy. Fruity, when dried, it's called an AG Maricel. Start green, turn yellow, ripen to fiery orange. The fruits turn yellow when cooked. So, yeah, kind of a cool pepper. I think Ellie gave up. She can go home mom now. Did you watch my last show? I think your name's Rachel. Did you watch my last show? If not, go to my YouTube channel, Forgotten Heirlooms. That's what we discussed last week. Is my methods of starting seeds, sweets and hots. I start them all the same. Valerie says she's ordered from True Love Seeds before. Seeds did well. Good night, Kim. Kim's across the pond, so it's nighttime for her. Okay. Again, if you're joining us, don't forget to. Oh, you know, I need to put up the website. I'm sure you guys know what the website is, but there's a website for True Love Seeds. Don't forget to put hashtag pepper for prizes. I will be giving away 3 sets of 5 seeds for all these peppers we're going over. Lauren is also doing 2 prizes, and Dorothy is also doing 3 prizes. So don't forget that hashtag pepper. Okay. All right. Back to the goodies. So I was looking for those for a friend and said, you know what? I might as well get me some too. Again, it's all in the name of research. They have cool packaging too. I'm not sure what caught my eye on this one. Oh, because it was kind of mutiny looking. I had a pepper plant that looked similar to this. Had Not regular pepper leaves, and really not the filiform leaves. Uh, but it was just a different looking pepper plant. Uh, wait, I want to switch screen. There we go. That's what it looks like. I just thought it was cool because of the leaf shape. No matter where I put my screen, it's in the way. Small, spicy, bright red pepper. It's also eaten semi-ripe or green, often used in make salsa, dipping sauces. Combination of vinegar, herbs, pepper, onion, garlic, and other spices. That sounds yummy. The leaves are also used in Filipino dishes, including soup dish chicken tinola, and becoming increasingly difficult to find in the Philippines. So yeah, that is a cool looking little pepper plant. I gotta keep my pile separated. I'm going right up the seat backs. Wilson's Vietnamese devil pepper. It's a cool looking pepper plant. I think I chose this one just because it was a family heirloom. And if you know my company, it's about heirloom plants, so fits right in. Incredible hot family heirloom pepper was shared with the Effany School by the Wilson family. Mr. Johnny Wilson is an Effany graduate, dean of students at the middle school, parent of two children, early starting age. Uh, Scoville heat 3,000 to 500,000. So it's a pretty hot pepper. I just thought it was cool and it was an heirloom, so why not? They don't look very big though. Looks like they're darker when they, whoops, darker than turn red. Keep my mouse off the picture. Take this down for you guys. It's a pretty cool looking pepper. Yes, Lauren and Dorothy are very generous. Those leaves do look narrow, don't they? Well, there you go. There you go. From the Philippines. Again, don't forget hashtag pepper. I'm giving away 3 sets of 5 seeds of all these. Okay. And don't forget, this is their website. Bam. 39 watching right now. Just hashtag pepper. Don't put anything else there. The computer won't pick it up. It's only programmed for what I type in, and that's hashtag PEPPER. That's all you can type in there. Okay. All right. Can't believe I kind of blew through all my slides. I try to make this a little longer than an hour. What's going on? Why won't it pick that up? Having technical difficulties again. There we go. All right. Well, have you already heard of this one? I didn't have any more seeds for it, so I said, why not? Dough Hill. It's kind of a yellow cheese pepper. That's what they call that shape. Oops, let me scroll down a little bit. Sweet, fruity, tiny lobed golden bell peppers from the 1800s. High yielding, compact plant with disease resistance, early maturity, uh, southern exposure seed exchange introduces family heirloom from the Doe Hill area in Highland County, Virginia in 2000. So, for some reason, I ran out of seeds of those, so I thought I'd order some more. Anybody else growing Doe Hill? Trying to get my comments to move again. There we go. Yes, thank you. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Anybody on Doe Hill? I've seen it mentioned a few times uh, in the Facebook group. Lost my thought. Hello, Sean Marie. Welcome to the show. This will be my first year growing it. Believe it or not, mine too. I'm not sure what happened to my seeds, but I know I had seeds for it. I went to get the packet out and it was empty. So I don't know. Maybe the mice got them. uh, don't forget, if you're joining us, hashtag pepper to win prizes. All right, ready for another variety? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you guys. What do you think? Do you like seeing the website better, or you like seeing slides? If you saw my first show, I did slides on the varieties. I just find it easier to do the website itself. What do you guys think? Napolitan. Here's a cow horn shaped pepper. That's what they call that shape, is a cow horn. Looks nice and yummy. Sweet, flavorful frying pepper makes such a warming, comfy dish from southern Italy. Bushy plants make tons of green fruits that ripen to bright red. The fruits grow towards the sky. Shoe Seeds founder Owen Taylor grew this variety to connect to the southern Italian heritage. Italian heritage. So there's a cool story. Vinny Vincent C. Mata got these from Naples in 1950. His parents grew them back home. He says it was the flavor of Napoleon. Pumping out 5 pounds of fruit a day. That's pretty intensive. Vinny likes to simply fry them in olive oil with salt. He also likes to make Cambodia. I'm sure I butchered that. A hearty Italian summertime vegetable stew. Fry these peppers when green and small and put them aside. Oh, there must be a little recipe there. So yeah, thought that was kind of a cool looking little pepper. Let's see what this picture is. Just deseeding them. Nice. They do grow skyward, don't they? So decent size too. What do you think? 3, 4 inches, 5 inches? Pretty cool. Mindy's here. Mindy, oh, that's Sean Marie. Catherine Jones is going to go Doe Hill this year. He loves slides. Website's okay. It's ever easier for me. Dorothy says website's better. Both are good. Websites. Website. Looks like website might be the winner. All right. So that's Vinny's Napolitan Perello Italian frying pepper. You guys probably heard of this one as well. Again, have a hard time locating my seeds for this one. Which is Aleppo. Wasn't really looking for those when I came to the website, but when I saw them, like, I need those. Get the picture first. Look how pretty those are. I thought they were smaller, but those look pretty big. Oops. Fruity, bright red with medium heat. Use an essential dried spice in many Turkish, Levantine, Mediterranean dishes. Robust flavor has been described as reminiscent of sun-dried tomatoes with a hint of cumin. Originating in Aleppo, Syria, one of the largest and most long-standing, continuously inhabited cities of the Levant and the world. Cultivation of this pepper and life in general has been interrupted by ongoing civil war. Listed as endangered on the Slow Food Foundation's Arc of Tastes. I think you guys heard me talk about that before. If you haven't, write that down. It's a cool website to go to. They have a whole list of endangered plants, fish, trees, fruits. Uh, so it's a pretty cool website to go to. That's where I found the NCRD paste tomato at. Here's a review from our gardener. It's Mason Harkrader from Bear Bottom Farm in Virginia. Pepper's really amazing. I grew it in the high tunnel with no staking and only aerated about 10 times throughout the season. I used composted hog manure in the beds. The plants were loaded with fruit and they were very little off types, sun scald and funguses. Very impressed. Also very hot. I'm making 5-gallon crocks worth of fermented hot sauce. Doesn't give a Scoville unit rating. But anyway, that's why I ordered those. Because I couldn't find my seeds on those as well. That happens a lot here. Missy's here. Welcome, Missy. Rachel already has a running cart on this site. Valerie says she's growing Aleppo and grew Doe Hill every year. Both good ones. Missy, make sure we do that hashtag. You forgot the R at the end. Don't want you to miss out. Hashtag Peppy. Catherine Jones says there's two type of Aleppo varieties. The ones I grew were small and hot. Yeah, I thought they were smaller. What's wrong with my voice today? I'm first year growing micro peppers. Always learning about cool new things in this community. Isn't that what's great about it? It should be a learning, have fun community. It shouldn't be all about drama all the time. That's what's wrong with the other pepper groups. Rebecca Wood says she's also trying Aleppo. Okay. Here is the website for the peppers we're looking at today. All right. Time is it? 5:11. We're doing all right. Not sure what's going on with my voice. SEEGED. Uh-oh. Didn't like that one. I don't know why I didn't like it. First of my typed. Oh, I see why. The seed packet calls it a Hungarian paprika. Here's a paprika. Oops. Looks like they have flea beetles. See the holes in the leaves? I get flea beetles every single time I plant eggplant. So I don't like eggplant, so I don't plant it no more. All right. Not very big peppers, but sure. Thick-walled sweet red peppers, perfect for hanging to dry and then grinding into fine powder to create the traditional red-colored dishes like goulash, a beef stew. I'd go for some goulash. The plant is a wonderful producer, compact fruit and uniformly about 3 inches in length. They go from dark green to nice dark red when ready for harvest. Allie Schoenfeld grew this pepper for our catalog. She is growing the story as well. The saged region is where the best sweet paprikas, including this one, come from in Hungary. This variety came from my great aunt, who's incredibly proud to pass her traditions in honor of her sister, my grandmother, who left Hungary in a hurry, joined the communist regime, traveling through Canada to settle in Queens, New York. She died from ovarian cancer relatively young, so being able to grow these peppers makes her feel closer to a woman I didn't get to spend a lot of time with, but who I cherish the time I did have with her in the kitchen. My daughter is named up for her, and she's living up to the strength I was told my grandmother embodied. So isn't that a lovely story? I love fruits or tomatoes, especially with stories. So I think I chose this one because it was an heirloom as well. Sorry, I have to keep going back from screen to screen to see comments. Linda says, yes. Eggplants get the tiny flea beetles. If you've never seen what flea beetles are, the little black specks, and when you walk out and get close to them, they jump around. Those are flea beetles. You can't see them, but they will devastate your plants. Yep. If you do have flea beetles, you can get what's called Demetrius earth. Um, it's the stuff they use in pools, but it's food grade. It's not for the pools. And you can sprinkle that on your plants, and that kind of deters them. But every time it rains, you have to reapply it. And it also scares away, Demetrius earth also scares away any good bugs, too. So it's kind of twofold there. Yes, flea beetles love eggplants. All right. I'm going to butcher the heck out of this one. Fair warning. Oh, my goodness. Ellie's getting anxious back there. She's stomping her feet. She was already fed, but I think she's waiting to go out. I took her out before I started the show. She wants to go out and eat poop. That's all she does is eat poop. All right. This is Marico Fana Barbera pepper. Cool brown cowhorn looking pepper. Oops. Long, slender brown cayenne chilies with medium heat from the Marico region of Ethiopia. These peppers are most well known for the use in Berber, a traditional spice blend used in Ethiopian cuisine for centuries, particularly famous for its same word peppers. The variety is genetically diverse population with occasional red peppers. Those seeds are only saved from the brown ones. Most of the fruits are thick flesh, with some are thinner. So if you do get seeds from these, and you get red ones, don't save the seeds from the red ones. Always save the seeds from the brown ones. This variety was originally selected by see, that was just a fungus gnat flying around. This variety was originally selected by agricultural extension agent and researcher named, you can read that, who studied at the Haramaya University in the Har region. There's too many long words in there. Ethiopian tech worker turned farmer who introduced these seeds and other Ethiopian varieties to Fred Hemble, who shared this variety with us, who runs Artisan Seeds in Sonoma, California. It's believed that these are the original of these ancestors. Americo peppers came to Ethiopia at the dawn of the 17th century from Goa, India, courtesy of Jesuit missionaries, mostly Portuguese and Spanish, who were in Ethiopia trying to convert the country to Catholicism and to find out about the fables of Prester John. Refers both to the dried pepper food in pods and powder. So there's a cool story on a cool pepper. Slender brown cayenne chilies. Certainly don't have any heat indication on them. But being cayenne chili is probably pretty hot. Rachel says that spice mix is great on chicken. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. If you haven't entered hashtag pepper, do so soon. 520. 42 are watching. You guys are awesome. I can't tell how many on Facebook and how many on YouTube, but you guys are still awesome. The old pepper pot. Those are pretty cool looking. Not sure why I picked this lady. Maybe just because it's an heirloom. Those are cool looking. Whoops. Pepper pot steaming hot echoed the cries of black women food vendors throughout the bustling streets of 19th and early century Philadelphia. The soup originated in West Africa and the Caribbean before making its way to our city, while the recipe for the famous soup that fed Philadelphians of all colors and classes varied with every cook. The best versions showcased outspoken pepper pot pepper. Bocana- The botanical history of this bold capsium is murky, though Dr. William Woes Weaver alludes to some connection to the Mexican chiltepepper pepper, a spicier relation perhaps that was used to flavor the Mexican tribe-based soup named mondongo. However, arrived north, it seems the old pepper pot and its close botanical relatives were historically associated with the African American cooks who brought its fire to the homes and restaurants of Philadelphia. Notably, the famous Black Philadelphia catering families, the Augustines and the Baptizes, had a hand in preserving the pepper as they bought and used it heavily in pepper pot soup. Old pepper pot is green when immature, ripening to a slight golden blush, starting at its curly tail before attaining the full red color of other species. Annuum, the plants grow to about 3.5 feet tall. Set fruit hardly until frost in the right conditions. Once harvested, these fruits also be dried and pickled for preservation. So yeah, that is a cool story. Like I said, I love plants with cool stories. The old pepper pot. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Injo Rojo. Kind of a heart shaped pepper, huh? These are nice looking peppers. This broad shouldered mild chili is called poblano when it was fresh, glossy dark green, and ancho when red and dried. Poblano is often stuffed to make chili Winolas, and dried anchovies are used in many ways as chili powder, mole sauces, and chili con carne. Ancho chilies are dried in Mexico in the open air, spread on the sun in hot air tunnels, and then flattened. It doesn't look like it's too hot. 1,000 to 3,000 on the Scoville chart. Yeah, it's a nice looking pepper. Not really sure why I ordered it. Maybe just because it was cool looking. I don't know. You never know when you're on websites. Sometimes things just jump in your carts for no reason, you know? Rachel says she uses a lot of anchovies. Remember, it says chili rellenos are so delicious. All right, three more. Macedonian grilling pepper. This might have a good story because I don't know why I would order that. Oh no, where's the description? Oh no. They take it down because maybe they're sold out. Oh no. Maybe it just didn't load all the way. Well, that sucks. Good thing I got the seed packet here, huh? Let's see what it says. 6 to 8 inch long tapered fruits with intricately scarred skin that appears to be embroidered. Sweet with the heat of a jalapeno. Used to make paprika powder. Yeah, that's all it says. I'm not sure why I ordered that, but maybe just because it looks like corking of jalapeno, maybe. Like I said, sometimes things just jump in your cart. I wonder what happened to that. I ordered these, I think, last week. They actually shipped these pretty quick. They were to my house within a week. So kudos to them. I was surprised. And they're in Philadelphia, PA, so uh, they are in the U.S. Willings, Barbados pepper. I think I ordered this just because of the story. Looks small peppers like a bird's eye. Likely native to Yucatan in Central America, this pepper is said to have traveled to Barbados in the 17th century. Attractive, prolific small hot pepper grows wild there and a classic ingredient in the local cuisine. Late summer through fall, it is covered with tiny upward facing peppers, dark green, turning bright orange and red as they ripen. The plant was given to John Bartman in the 1970s by Charles Willing, twice mayor of Philadelphia, for plant collector Sir John St. Clair's special collection of tropical plants in Trenton, New Jersey. At this time, it was introduced to cultivation in Philadelphia as an ornamental house plant. Also, according to Dr. William Boyce Weaver, in heirloom vegetable gardening, the peppers were also harvested either green or ripe and infused in Madeira to make pepper wine. That's interesting. Or some called it pepper sherry. This was a popular Caribbean condiment in Old Philadelphia and Charleston cookery, particularly the seasoning of soups and sauces. So there you go. Looks like a little bird's eye pepper. It's cool dark foliage though. Hope the foliage looks that purple. It's cool though looking. Maybe it's a free one. We don't worry about spelling here. I'm terrible at English. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible. Give me a math problem, I can figure it out, but English, no. Pepper wine, that's what I said. Pepper wine. I have to look that up. All right, so I got my last one coming up. So if you haven't entered hashtag pepper, do so. After this next one, we'll be doing some drawings. And yes, I said it like Stewie Griffin on Family Guy. Drawings. I'm a big Family Guy fan. What can I say? This one here, I've seen around before. I've seen the name anyway. Ashe County pimento. And again, it's another cheese pepper. Pimento cheese pepper. Whoops. All right. Very prolific sweet red pepper because the variety has been cultivated in the mountains of western North Carolina. Is fairly cold hardy for a member of the Solanese family, producing early and steady until well after frost. About 3 to 4 inches in diameter with a lovely thick flesh. These are great raw, roasted, and or canned. Best for pimento cheese. True love grower Chelsea SQ exclaimed, I had pimentos coming out my ears. So yeah, I've grown something similar to this. They're called pimento cheese peppers. It could have been the same for all I know. But yeah. So that's the last one. Well, Missy has to leave for a funeral. I'm sorry, Missy. You have a good night, or try to anyway. All right. What do you guys think? Time for some drawings. I thought I saw an aphid on that plant. Little bastards. All right. Figure out how to do this. Oh, yeah. The website is boom, trueloveseeds.com. Not to be confused with True Leaf Seeds. It's trueloveseeds.com. And I didn't look at everything. I didn't look at their, which I don't know why I didn't. I'm a big tomato guy. Why would I look at tomatoes? Hang on, I'm trying to find the. Came with a little brochure. It just tells about some seed stories, what their workers are doing. So, about us, contact us. Yeah, nice little company. Like I said, it's super fast. I think they were shipped and here within a week. So, all right. Are we ready for some prizes? I'm going to figure out how to do this again. I need to see this. Oh, let me get rid of this website first. Hang on. Website's gone. The giveaway doodad up. The giveaway doodad's not working. There it is. Oop, I made it disappear. There it is. Reset it. Why it keeps disappearing? Sorry, I'm technically challenged. I don't understand why it keeps disappearing. I'm going to do a test run, so hang on. On my background. Hang on a second. Yeah. All right, test run's complete. Just wanted to make sure it's working before I went and did it. Okay, we are going to do 3 drawings for all the True Love seeds I just shown. You'll get 5 seeds each of all the peppers I showed on the website. Okay, so ready, set, go. All right, Ellie, we're almost done. Congratulations, Ashley Grant. Ashley Grant. 3539. If I don't write these down, I will forget. These 3 drawings, you're going to contact me if you are a winner. You can contact me by messenger. Okay, congratulations, Ashley. The next set of True Love seeds. Drum roll, please. Say Tanya's Townhouse Garden. Congratulations, Tanya. Tanya Townhouse Gardens. 7879. Okay. And one more for the True Love seeds. Clickety click, 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 click. Linda. Linda won the last set of True Love seeds. Congratulations, Smith 4014. Congratulations, Linda. I just saw a comment. Somebody asked how to contact me. You can contact me if you're on Facebook. My name is Ken Fry, Fry. I'm trying to find it, but the comments keep moving. You can contact me on Facebook by Messenger. Here we go, Tanya. If you're on Facebook, contact me by Messenger, Ken Fry, Fry. Or if you're not on Facebook and you're just on YouTube, you can, again, contact me at Forgotten Heirlooms, Forgotten Heirlooms, Forgotten Heirlooms. And that goes to my Messenger as well. Okay. All right. Congratulations, you three winners. Next, we're giving away 2 sets of seeds from Lauren. Lauren runs the Facebook group, or she owns the Facebook group that we're just talking about, Pepper Collectives and Swap. Hang on a second. Where'd Lauren go? Let me get her list. 2 winners, 5 seeds each of Ampuus, Bagaria Seedling 2, Hercules, Lipstick, and Rainbow Sun. Okay. Lauren is on vacation, so she will not be getting the seeds out. She comes back March 5th. But you will contact Lauren anyway. Give her your address, and then when she gets back from vacation, she will send your seeds out. Okay. So it might be just a little bit of time before she gets them out. June Wayne says, thanks for another great fun time. Thank you for being here. There's 42 of you watching right now, so thank you very much, everybody. Dorothy, I think Lauren created that for me on Canva. You can create all kinds of backgrounds on Canva. I'm still learning all this stuff, so she helped me out with that. She gave me like 8 of them. All right, for the first set of seeds from Lauren. Ready, set, go. June Wayne. You haven't been picked yet, right? Okay. That's my problem with this program. It does not take out the winners already. So I have to double check, make sure you're not winning twice. Congratulations, June Lane. 5358. Okay. Second set of seeds from Lauren. You'll message Lauren. If you don't know who she is, you can message me and I'll put you in contact with her, okay? Again, she's on vacation, so she won't be getting any seats back until she gets back on the 5th. Second set seed. Oh, my cat's having a heart attack or something. Lisa Lloyd. Congratulations, Lisa. Contact Lauren. All right. 3 more prizes and we'll be done for the night. These 3 prizes were graciously given to us from Dorothy Wilkinson. She's also another monitor at the Facebook group, Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. These will be surprises. She told me she's giving away 3 packs. I'm sorry, 3 individual winners. Let me find it here. Mm-hmm. 3 winners get a 6-pack of seeds. 3 winners get a 6-pack of seeds. So we just don't know the varieties right now. She had appointments. I was trying to get ready for the show, so it will be surprise. Okay, Dorothy always has cool varieties and good seeds. So first one of Dorothy's seeds. Grow, cook, eat, and repeat. Congratulations. I don't know who that is by name, but congratulations. It takes me a while to learn the names behind some of these uh, titles on YouTube. And then when I do learn them, I forget them. So you'll have to pardon me. So congratulations. You'll these three winners will contact Dorothy herself. Uh, is that Britty? Is that who that is? Julie says, "Yay, Britty." All right. Two more. We're almost done. I promise. Why? Oh, I got the button first. Ready, set, go. Go. Meg Clayton. Congratulations, Meg. Contact Dorothy. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you for being here too. All right, one last prize. Akela won. Congratulations, Akela. Contact Dorothy. All right. Congratulations to all of the winners. Oh, I'm ready for a nap. Next week's show will be Tuesday again. I'm going to try to keep it on Tuesdays, but I work retail, and sometimes my work schedule doesn't uh, let me be off on Tuesdays. But next week is Tuesday, and I think the week after as well. So if you had fun, I'll put out a link for next week's show at the end of this week. And thank you for being here. We're still got 41 watching. If you can think of any tips, tricks, and things for the show, let me know. And thank you for being here again. All right. Have a good night, everybody.